What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another ban list banter video in which I discuss cards that are on the ban list and describe, well, I put my input in and I say whether or not I believe they could come off or they need to stay banned. Today's card is Yugi Boomers who were around when XZs first came out might recognize this card, should recognize this card. This card was a problem for one point. But anyway, I am talking about number 16, Shockmaster. So before I get into it, I just want to say that I'm going to set a schedule this weekend. I'm going to work on a schedule for videos for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Call of Duty Mobile. My next video will probably be Call of Duty Mobile. It will probably be uploaded today as well. I'm going to try and do one before work today. If not, I'll just wait till the weekend to reset. But I needed to get this video out because I kept telling my friend I would do it. So I'm going to do it. But anyway, let's get into it. So, Shockmaster, 3 level 4 monsters. It's a light fairy. 23 attack, 16 defense. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card to declare a card type, monster, spell, or trap. That type of card, if spell or trap, cannot be activated, or if monster cannot activate its effects until the end of your opponent's next turn. So, that's pretty strong, right? Well, like I said, I believe this card could come back to 1. Clearly you see the 24 cards that I have in this list that could technically, that could deal with it easily. First, we're going to start up at the top. So Kaijus, I put Gamma Seal, but I really mean any Kaiju. Any Kaiju can get rid of this before the end of your turn. If your opponent activates the Shockmaster and you have this in hand, but you need effects, boom, go ahead and activate it. Of course, Shockmaster still stays on the field until the end of your turn, but it lets you open up for the next turns because obviously Shockmaster will be gone, so you don't have to worry about it. Next is Apex Avian. You can respond to Shockmaster, so this card obviously is a responsive card, so you activate Shockmaster and then your opponent activates Shockmaster and you activate this and you destroy and negate it. So that's a way, and it's seeing play right now in Fluanderies, so that's pretty good. I mean, it's a good option for them. Ghost Mourner, obviously, this card, I didn't even think about it. You can negate its effects. Let's see. If your opponent special summons, you could discard this card and target one of those face up, negate. So your opponent special summons Shockmaster, then you can use this. You can activate this card. You can discard this card and negate it, so it can't even activate its effect. So that's pretty good. Although when you negate and destroy, it also activates. Wait. So it actually affects your opponent too. So if your opponent's playing it, I guess he wouldn't really care about it being damaged. I mean, affected. I don't know why I said damaged. But yeah, Ghost Mourner is pretty decent. Ghost Ogre obviously won't deal with the effect, but it will deal with Shockmaster itself. Gamma obviously negate, destroy. Orange obviously negate, destroy. Effect Veiler just negates the effect for 1 turn, so maybe you could deal with it by the end of that turn. Saravis, it's obviously negate, destroy. Also, wait, no, it is not. Yeah, okay, it's bottom effect. You can negate the special, so you can just negate the special summon. And then it banishes the Shockmaster, so that's actually really good. If your opponent doesn't call spells, then you could go Dark Ruler no more. Forbidden Drop It, Forbidden Chalice. So there's probably other spell cards that negate. Regeki, obviously, well, it doesn't negate, but it destroys it. But Regeki, Dark Hole, Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. There's plenty of cards that can get around it if your opponent doesn't call spells. For traps, Infinite Appearance, obviously, it can respond. So even if your opponent does call traps, boop, nope. Evenly Matched can get rid of it. Trap Tricks, Trap Hole, Nightmare. Trap Tricks are becoming a thing again for some reason, so that's that. A card in my own deck can counter this. Madolce Promenade and negates face-up effects. But it's only to the end of this turn, so you'd have to be able to remove it on your turn, which is probably possible. Lost Wind just negates the effect and lowers its attack. Dimensional Barrier, you could just call at Z's. So you just negate it. So you special summon it, they activate it, then you just call it at Z's, and no matter what they call, it's negated to the end of the turn. A Solemn Strike can negate the summon or the effect, but you'd probably just want to negate the summon in the first place. Moving on to the Escher, we'll start with the linked. Appaloosa, obviously. I mean, this card is just bananas. I think she's still seeing a lot of play. If not, she's still decent because some decks still play her. Probably the most common, probably one of the most popular links in the game right now. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. I think it negates the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. You bring this out, and then Shockmaster just loses its effect. Also, this Link Summon card is unaffected to your opponent's activated effect. So even if your opponent calls monsters, this card is actually unaffected by that unless it targets it. So this card actually can get around it, and it runs Shockmaster over. So this is a really, really good target to counter it. Of course, you gotta use 4 effect monsters to get it out, but it's good. High King Caesar. This card is just this card's being played in everywhere nowadays. Everybody knows Baron de Fleur, Dispatter, and Lulu Waliath. All these cards negate, destroy. So I mean, Shockmaster could easily come to 1. I feel like there's so many negate and destroy cards, or cards to get around it. And plus, there's Skill Drain, there's Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment. There's plenty of cards that could stop Shockmaster from ever being a threat to most decks. It's not like a rank 4 spam deck in the meta right now, so it would be it's probably not as hard to get it out. It's probably not as easy to get it out. Like if Satellar Knights were popular right now, I'd be a little hesitant, but I still wouldn't because of what you just seen on the screen. But yeah, I think Shockmaster can easily come back to 1 and not make that big of a difference to the game. I think it'd be kind of fun to have it in the format, because if your opponent can't draw an out, then I mean it's kind of an auto in against certain decks. Like if you call like monsters and you're playing a deck like Fluenderies, I mean they're pretty much screwed. If you call monsters, Mama Dolce monsters won't get their effect if you destroy it during your turn, so they're stuck in the grave, which kind of helps me, because it helps me bring Tiramisu out. But unfortunately, Shockmaster will just be on the field for 3 turns unless I can out it. It is, what, 23? It's 23, so really, I really don't need much. I could always just make Pudding Cess, or, I could always just make Pudding Cess. That's literally the only card I have that could get over that. Wow. But, it wouldn't be hard. I just make, I don't waste I can make a tiramisu, or I can make a teacher and then rank that up, because that'd probably be the less wasteful, because tiramisu's Tiramisu is easy to make in my version. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, there's just so many cards I can get around Shockmaster right now. It's just insane. Plus Ghost Reaper could be a thing. I'm not. It's very unlikely someone would just play 3 Ghost Reaper just for the uh Shockmaster matchup. But just in case, I mean, it is a card that it would take both copies from both decks. It'd take a copy from both decks. So I mean, neither one of y'all could worry about it. Neither have to worry about it. So I mean, uh, yeah. So I think Shockmaster in today's format would be playable. I don't think it'd be too busted. I think there's other cards that are banned that still would be busted. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what card you want to see next. Let me know what cards that you think that I missed, because I'm sure I missed some. And let me know what deck that could actually play this deck card right now. That could actually make it really efficiently. And plus, let me know if there's anything I missed that could recycle it, because I'm not sure. Technically, my Madolches could recycle it, because if I were to play Lesson, I could shuffle it. And I think Pudding says shuffles the card back too. So some decks could probably recycle it, but not all. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy it. My next video will definitely be a Call of Duty mobile video. I do stream on Twitch. I'll leave my Twitch information and my TCG player information on the comment and in the description. If you watch to the end, type Madolche in the chat, well, comments. Also, I am selling my bulk collection. There's a few decently priced cards in there. If you're interested, post in the comments and we will work something out. I'm gonna price them out today, actually. After I'm done uploading this video, actually, I'm gonna price them all out. It's a binder full of cards. I'm keeping the binder so I can restart fresh, but you'll get everything. You'll get all the cards and a deck box. But yeah, let me know if anyone's interested in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked it and I hope you enjoyed it. And well, that's the same thing. I hope you give me a like and subscribe. Peace out, fellas and ladies.